Good morning, welcome back to On the Road Adventure. It is another hot day here.
It's pretty good in Bosnia here.
We are loving it. We stayed in this awesome cabin last night for only €30 rather than out in the grass. It was a no-brainer. The guy sorted us right out because we were on bikes like him, I think.
Well, we had really good rest. We are in a small, I think it's a village. It's called Staro Selo. So it's right after the really nice route that we did yesterday. So it's quite an enjoyable ride here.
I think we've just come into the more hilly, twisty areas. There's rivers, there's canyons, there's huge hills and amazing scenery, and we cannot wait to get on our bikes and go find some more.
This is the little cabin in which we stayed last night, with the bikes parked just outside, and that was the view. We were supposed to go to the restaurant in the morning, but I think we feel like we want to ride in a little bit. That was the owner. Nice guy.
Yeah, we wanted to visit his restaurant and that, but it makes no sense just to get up and cross the road. So we're on the bikes now.
It is pretty much lunchtime now, but let's get something about 30 minutes ride at least, and we feel not so bad for eating first thing in the morning, really.
All around Bosnia is amazing churches and mosques, and they're all side by side.
We're just on a really nice twisty route, and right by us it's a really nice still lake. It looks quite large as well on the map.
We're just going into this underground car park. Eva's found another big shopping place on the outside of this town where we think we may be able to get some gas. Well, it's your turn to go on the wild goose chase this time.
I met a lovely lady in the shop, and she spoke perfect English, and she told me there is no gas like I'm looking for. She showed me what gas that I use in here, and it's like completely different. There's no screw on. It's almost like you pierce it with something, a different type of stove. So that's no good for us. She told me there is another shop that will potentially have it, but she's not sure. So it's a bit of a goose chase at this point. But I managed to ask her what's a good restaurant in here. She gave me a name, and we should go there, I think.
Well, being that we can't find any gas, it is definitely a case of going to restaurants, but luckily the town we're in here, as you may be able to see, castle up there and whatnot, is absolutely stunning. But first we need to get some breakfast and a coffee, because we've not even had a brew this morning because we've got no gas to fire up the transit. Really missing the out-in espresso machine that we used to carry with us. We decided we didn't have space for it on this trip, which was a big mistake. Well, what's the name of this restaurant, Eva?
Obergavna Kuca.
Can you spell that for me? Alright, well this looks promising. There's lots of bikes here. Find a gap, I reckon. One of the big Harleys left, so we managed to squeeze our bikes in over here. It's a bit better parked.
Well, we're here in the restaurant. It looks really, really good. I think it could be like old city walls or part of a castle or something.
It could be. We came through the entrance there as we come through, so it could be the original city wall. So the restaurant is actually inside it, and yeah, it looks very traditional in Bosnian food. So
we've ordered 3 different dishes. I don't know if the meatballs are quite traditional, because when I hear meatballs, I hear Italy, but we'll try that.
Well, we've had a right feast delivered to us. This is outrageous. Look at this.
Pretty good. Traditional or not meatballs, but traditional cevapi or cevapi, I don't know how to pronounce it. And I went for beef Bosnian pot. I've got loads of beef and cabbage, tomato soup. Go for it.
Meatballs.
Meatballs. So I've seen online that you chuck your onions, raw onions in there, and you just eat it like you would a sandwich. For me, personally, because I add sauce to everything, whatever sauce it is, That's, in my opinion, it's like...
That's
dry.
missing some mayo and salad and stuff.
Yeah, but I might sound like those people who put ketchup on a pizza.
Yeah, you haven't
right now.
tried it yet.
It's gonna be a messy business. I can see it already. I really like the meat. It's really good. It's like, it tastes like kofta a little bit, doesn't it? It's really nice. And
That's actually really good.
I think it's pork.
I don't know, the bread's nice as well. It's got some herbs and things on the bottom. That's actually really good. Very nice.
Just from our table, if you move across, there's this whole room that just looks like it's been here from medieval times. It looks pretty good. I would definitely like to sit here and eat, maybe in the winter or when it's, you know, really cold outside and you can just hide in these walls.
Look at this, coffee's turned up. We've got coffee, sugar, and this is some sort of sweetie, she said. You have that after your coffee. What's going on here? Make a right mess, isn't it?
Definitely.
Well,
Don't put all of it. You put the fluffy things as well. What is it called? The bits.
oh, there's bits in the bottom.
Definitely.
Like cultural experts, don't we? Know exactly what's
yeah.
going on.
100% of the time. Know where we are and what we're doing and what we're eating and drinking. Very nice.
You try the sweetie thing?
She said after, didn't she?
Yeah, well, I'm a rebel.
Like a jelly type thing, is it?
Like jelly covered in a sweet flour.
So everything that we had, which is basically 3 meals, big sparkling water and 2 coffees, will cost us 38 bams.
Now you half that basically to get to euros. Look at this oven. We've seen a few of these. Usually they're smoking a pig in it, but they put the proper fire down there at the bottom. It's already loaded up with wood, and then cook on the top.
Tastes so much better.
What a beautiful little square this is. I could spend some time here.
I would not leave my Harley right on the corner like that when loads of cars are passing.
He's had a couple of small misses here on these small streets, but
I'm loving his helmet though. Look at that.
that's a proper piss pot helmet, that is. Huge air induction hypercharger thing there. A few sleeping bags strapped onto that backrest, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah.
Look at the state of this Mercedes. Absolutely wrecked.
That must be from the mountains or something, I don't know. Really nice and cold. Just what you need today.
It's from the toilet up there. Jajce is the name of this city, and this forms part of the original walls for the city. And we were eating just up there at the top of that terrace. So you can see there's the water running all the way by the city. Look how clear it is. Absolutely beautiful. And there's numerous waterfalls, but there's a famous one here. We're going to take you to it now.
According to my research of the Google knows everything, the waterfall here in Jajce, or I don't know how else to pronounce it. It's the only city in the world that has the waterfall bang on in the center, and I think that's a really cool feature. I actually wish we planned to stay here for a day or two, because then we could see the waterfall at night time or when different lights and sunset. That would be really cool experience, I think.
If it wasn't so early on in the day, nice Lambo, mate. If it wasn't so early on in the day, I would book us into somewhere to stay here, because there is a lot to see, and I would guess that we're now going outside the other part of the fortified city wall here.
Yeah, it's really beautiful in here. Feels like there's a lot to try in this town.
Oh wow, looks like we're just driven some sort of old town bit, lots of wooden buildings and things. We heard the mosque going off earlier on with the call to prayer and all the rest of it.
Well, that's what we think it was, but...
Looks like a waterfall in the middle of the town isn't the only thing it's got. A whacking great tunnel too. Oh, it's so cool in here. That is a welcome break. My bike reckons it's 35 degrees right now.
I thought we're going straight. No, there's no straight. I think Google Maps are not really good in here, because they update really slow. Also, I don't think they always say how fast you're going actually, so it's almost like you cannot catch up.
Yeah, somebody did tell us that Waze works better here, but I haven't got any experience with Waze. That's not a reason not to try it though. We probably should do. We have a new plan, which is find more gas, and Eva reckons that she's found the shop here, a bit of a random junk shop, but for some reason online we think that there may be gas in here. Well, it does look like the sort of shop you would buy something random like that.
Take some Bosnian money. There we go, and our beautiful wallet.
Look at this wallet. It's about time this got changed, isn't it? Eva picked that up some tree-hugging hippie class or something.
No, my mum gave me that from her trip to Morocco.
Is it from Morocco?
And it's actually broken. We need a new one, but we just never go around touch shops to find it.
Good, I feel right prize pullet carrying this thing around. Let me take some bams with me. Yeah. Well, inside that shop is wheelbarrows, wardrobes, plastic chairs and wheelie bins. You got spades, you got brushes, you got trophies for winning dog shows, you got everything you need, including gas canisters. However, the gas canister tops are like a soft piece on the top, and you have to poke a hole through it with another screw on jobby, like another cooker, which we considered, but I'm not convinced that gas canister is going to be any good when we transport it on the bikes, because you can't remove it, and it's then like this big with the cooker, and it's just no good. So yeah, no good at all. Back out of the city for a breath of fresh air. We could have taken a direct route to our next place, but I found this small road. It's an R road, and I think the R roads are the smaller, more twisty ones. So we're going to go a little way out of our way and just follow this through the villages and that. See what we can see. We made a good choice taking this smaller road instead of the main road through all the towns. This is great up here in the hills. We have been going up for a little while now on this twisty road. I had no idea actually that we were going to be going up so high, but wow, we have climbed some. This is proper village life. There's a bloke down there cutting up all the grass, and then we saw just now other couple. They were sort of bunching it up into piles. That is hot work on a day like today. But you know, the lad just now who was sweeping up that grass out in the field, he still took the time to put his hand up and wave to us as we went by. There you are, a couple of Bosnian switchbacks. Be careful of the rocks in the road.
From just like 30 minutes ago, we were riding in 35-degree heat. Right now, much cooler, much nicer. It's 24 degrees right now on the bike.
Look at this small place we found. All these sort of almost look like home-built houses. It's fascinating to me rolling through places like this.
Well, I'd like to know why there is so many houses that look like somebody has built it 10-20 years ago. And nothing has changed. Hello. Everyone's saying hello to us. That's so nice.
I mean, fair play. I think it's brilliant that people can come up here and build houses like that. But some of them look like they probably wouldn't last very long.
No, I think it's just the impression you have, because there is no, the pretty layer is not there, but it's fine. It's I think the mentality in general is, if you can build the walls and close the house, like, you know, put the windows, doors and heating, then that's fine. All the pretty stuff can be done in years to come, as long as you have somewhere to stay with your family.
And yeah, next to it you'll find some really nice houses as well. Clearly there are a lot of people that, you know, have more money than others and have moved to places here. We're in the small roads now. I'm amazed there's even a road up here through this forest and that. No idea where it goes really. The sat nav isn't working anymore, it doesn't know where we are, so we're just following the road.
We just had a man wave at us saying don't go there.
Hello! We're lost!
Turik.
Turik that way? And what's that way?
Ja, Vlasic.
Vlasic.
Na Vlasic idete.
Sat nav kaput?
Oh, nice. Ja,
No good?
ja, tamo bišo up.
Oh, go down. We go that way then?
Ne. Te, Turik gore.
Uh-huh.
Travnik tam. Jajce desno.
Okay.
Ja.
Yeah. Well, I think we need to go back up where we turned off.
Ja.
Yeah. Okay.
Ako ideš u Vlasic, vidiš ga gore gdje. Vidiš antena.
Antenna?
Ja, Vlasic.
Okay.
Ja, jebi ga.
I think we have to go back to the main road up there.
Niks kamo, gore Turik, pa levo.
So that way good, that way bad.
Ja.
Okay. Thank you.
Ova može ostati kod mene.
Vukovici?
Ja.
That way.
Ja, ne tu.
Yeah.
Gore.
Up. Oh, okay. Thank you. He blew me a kiss when you were in motion.
Did he?
Yeah.
I like that dude.
What a dude. Anyway, do you understood any of it?
Yeah, if you go left you go over a big edge is what I understood. He's showing a falling motion with his hands. So I think we should go right. Or maybe that was the way that we were going. I'm not entirely sure.
Is it back to where we came from or what?
Must be. We turned left when we stopped.
It doesn't make sense, to be fair. My sat-nav is back on now.
Okay, and what's it say?
Just carry on this road straight.
Maybe we missed a little turn or something then.
Maybe.
Alright, why is it whenever you're in a situation like this you notice that you're running out of petrol? Well, that is a main road. Yeah. Oh, that's the road sign up there. Shame, I want to go down the gravel one. Okay, there's your road sign made out of wood painted on.
Right, that's why the bloke was saying go right. And you see it's confused again, the sat-nav.
Well, this is a little bit strange. The road looks freshly tarmacked, and yet the houses around us are completely derelict and falling down. There's nobody here.
Yeah, that's what it's interesting to me. Why are those houses here? Some of them look like they were built, you know, no longer than 15-20 years ago, meaning they'll be post-war buildings. Or maybe they are abandoned during the war, maybe the owners died when it was building. I don't know. It'd be interesting to find out.
Yeah, but the fact that all of them together are in that state in the middle of nowhere, there's definitely a story there, a reason why that's occurred.
Definitely.
That's the thing when you're travelling, that you see a lot of things and it brings a lot of questions, and very often things go unanswered, like where did the road go, for example?
Yeah, and should we be here?
I have absolutely no idea.
Oh no, unintentional off-roading.
We truly do have no idea where we're going with only 1 bar of fuel, because I found the little tiny twisty road that went well between the towns and thought that would be much better. It is, to be fair, I love it. This is brilliant. I don't even care where it goes, do you?
A little bit, yeah.
It's got to come out somewhere, innit? Well, let's stop here and see if we can figure out anything from the map then, because we do have a left and a right turn.
Yeah, it looks like we're in the middle of nowhere.
Oh yeah.
So we need to... Yeah, we took a wrong turn.
Alright, so here's the situation. We were over here, and then we could have just took the main road, any of these, but I zoomed in and found this little small road that goes through here for all the villages, which is great, and that's what we should be on, which would have linked us back here. But we are not on that road. We're in the middle here somewhere, so that's fun. Either way, I think if we keep going, we'll have to end up coming across one of these two roads, surely.
Well, let's not forget that Bosnia still has a lot of landmines.
Yeah, but they're not going to be on this road, are they? You just can't go walking around in the fields.
I hope so. I'm just saying.
Well, I think at the moment the Google Maps shows the direction in which we are pointing, and as long as we keep heading towards this junction or either one of these roads, then I reckon we'll be alright. So I think we should just follow this track and see how that goes. Well, we are loving the off-road experience, even though we've absolutely no idea where we are going. Last time we were on a trail like this, it led to Shit Creek. Well, we didn't have a paddle that day. This is why, though, we spent our money and bought the Hayden LK60 tyres. That's exactly what you want. You get caught out on roads like this and countries like this with street tyres. It's like riding on marbles, you'll know about it. Oh, I much prefer going uphill than downhill. I'm catching up a car. I'm catching up a car. I saw a Facebook post the other day where somebody was saying, I'm just asking for a friend, but once I've spent £20,000 on an adventure bike and spent lots of money on knobbly tyres and driven it all the way to the Tet, is it a bit embarrassing when I meet a coach at the top as well? Alright, he's letting us by. Hey bud. That happened to us, didn't it, doing the ACT? We climbed all the way up this huge mountain, middle of nowhere, and then we got to the top, there seems to be loads of cars and things. How did you get up here? Didn't feel so adventurous then. Hi up, road's back. Oh, my fuel's flashing now, I'm in my reserve.
Looks like we are heading somehow towards a main-ish road. But whether there is a petrol station, I'm not sure. I read that the petrol stations, you know, you're only by the main roads, not the small roads. So maybe you'll be lucky enough. If not, you'll have to knock on doors asking to buy some fuel.
We've never got to that point yet. I'm not worried yet. It started flashing. I think so far we've done about 46 kilometres on the reserve. I read online that somebody done about 50 miles on the road in a reserve tank, so that should be about 70 kilometres, I reckon. like to try that theory out here though. I reckon though, the people that we have met up here in the hills, they're all so smiley and wavy and everything. I reckon they'd help you. And if he couldn't help you with petrol today, I bet he'd have you in to stay the night and stop for tea. You wanna go? Yeah. Yeah. I ain't got the fuel for that.
And you're gonna be on some Bosnian TikTok account for kids. Definitely filmed it, yeah.
Highlight of their week, that'll be. Alright, left or right? Any idea?
Right.
Alright, man. You sure?
Yeah.
Yours as well, is it? Alright.
Yeah.
Asking you for directions, that's a new one.
I'm not the best for directions.
I'm just taking your word for it. That might be a terrible decision with a flashing fuel bar.
Well, it's only like a couple roads in here. It's either left or right.
That is true. You have to get to a town.
She's got, oh, Ivor.
You've found some sort of shed shop thing going on here.
Yeah, all jams and things like that.
Yeah, jam.
Jam? All of it?
Sliva, jabuka, kruška, malina,
Uh-huh.
borovnica.
No juice?
No.
No. Oh.
Hello?
Hi.
Oh, nice. We should try one. Are you gonna try it?
Nica, jagoda, jabuka, kruška.
Ah, gruszka.
Yes. Yes.
This?
Kruška.
Oh, wow.
Proba.
Oh, you can try a little bit. Oh, nice. Very good. That's slivka.
Kruška.
Sliva.
Sliva, kruška.
Oh, really?
Ovo sliva. Evo sliva.
How much?
10.
10. Thank you. Dziękuję.
Well, this is turning out to be quite the detour, isn't it? We spent most of the afternoon on this small road. We just discovered all sorts, done a bit of off-roading.
I really don't mind. It doesn't matter to me how many miles I do in a day.
No.
But well, now we've got the raspberry jam from the lovely lady here. So all we need is bread. And we don't even need the gas to cook.
I am right up for a jam sandwich tonight. That'll be alright, won't it? It's a completely different world, isn't it, when you get away from the city. Just spend, you know, half an hour getting up into these small places up in the hills. You meet all kinds of interesting people and see all sorts of things you don't see in everyday life. Well, that's kind of the whole point of getting on your motorbike, isn't it? Going to get to all these places perhaps you wouldn't go in your car. I wouldn't go anywhere if I had a car, to be fair. Well, ask and you shall receive. We've literally come round the corner and look at that, petrol station. Always works out at the end, doesn't it? No point worrying, always works out. Well, we struck lucky here. Not only have we come across this petrol station, it serves zero beer, which is the first one we've had for
I'm pretty sure
long
it's
time, since Poland, I think.
Czech. No, it's Czech, I think.
Yeah, but it's the first one we found since Poland.
I don't know, but yeah, in Bosnia it's not a thing. And in Croatia, not too much.
Eva asked for it in Bosnia and they laughed at her.
Well, but we had in Bosnia now, and they've got it. I went to pay for petrol, and I said, "Oh, can we have 2 espressos as well?" I said, "Yes, but it's cash payment for espressos."
Yeah, quite right too. Yeah, that one was in the pocket.
It looks like a really cool place. This petrol station, that you can rent a quad, an apartment, and some other attractions, I think.
I reckon it's probably a skiing area in the winter.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That could be.
It's got skiing area written all over it, I reckon.
I really like a good coffee after such a nice road we had.
That was fun and games.
That's
wasn't
really
it?
good.
Yeah, what an adventure. The unplanned things, they always turn out to be the best, which is why we never plan our days. We just go around and see what happens. It's always good. I feel quite pleased with myself when everything works out like that. They've got quad bikes for hire here, which is very tempting, just because I'm a child. But what you want though is you need somebody who can take you off to find the tracks and everything, because obviously we've no idea where you can and can't go.
Very interesting area. It's like the pool and the ridge right next to each other.
It is really strange. Maybe, you know, this place is really busy in the winter and people come up for skiing just for a month or so and then all disappear. There's some really nice apartments here. All of them with the pointy roofs as well, so they definitely get snow here in the winter. I'm certain this is a ski resort. Probably not for very long though. Well, we left that weird area and we now seem to have entered another one. We found a really small twisty road that goes back down to the next town. So as always, that looks much more interesting than taking the main road. We don't know if that's a smart thing, but we love it anyway. We were just driving the other way up this road and I see this fella with binoculars. What are they all looking at? And then we looked in our mirror and realised there's this spectacular view here behind us. I don't know what he's looking at on the hills, but there's some other people over here as a viewpoint. We've got to go over here and have a look.
Bit of off-roading for the views, but I think it's gonna be worth this one.
Wow, look at this. Wow, that is a long way down. Look at this. Look at that bench, it's balanced on a few bits of rocks, it's levelled out, look. That's crazy.
How's this for the view, Rich?
It is absolutely spectacular. I love it here. Bosnia's awesome.
Yeah, your tyres look like they're in the right place.
Off we going to tell me they're like flat then. I panicked then. This is exactly where you get a puncture, isn't it, in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah, everything's still possible.
Well, that's not a view that you see every day from the seat of your bike, is it? Really, that was so well worth turning around and coming back for. Ready?
No?
We're going to ride up the big hill behind me then.
What?
We're going to ride up there.
Yeah, let's go. Oh!
I'm up for it. I reckon we can. I reckon we can get a good way up there. Right, well, we got to get going because it is now 10 past 6. We should get to the next town at 20 to 7, but we still have no idea where we're going to stay when we get there.
And it's such a shame that it's so late. I saw a tractor and some other cars going up that trail, and then I saw them on top of the mountain. So, wish we had more time today, and it's kind of silly to be doing this now as it's gonna be dark soon.
Do you know what? For us, it's always like that. it doesn't matter if we started 8 o'clock in the morning every day, we would still run out of time every day. We would never had enough until it's too late. So the plan is we're going to get to Travnik, which is about half an hour away, and then we'll get our phones out and see where we're going to stay tonight, I guess. Or we might bump into a campsite along the way en route, in which case that might be a good idea just to get in there if we see one. We're riding that twisty road we saw from the air just now, and I tell you what, you wouldn't want to get the corners wrong here. A little bit of a drop off the side of there.
Yeah, but it's such a good road. Amazing. It just makes me feel so happy.
There's always a Fiat Panda in these places, isn't there? You ever notice that? And there must be like bulletproof cars or something. Whenever you go to, you know, a poor country or where there's rough terrain, or even in, I don't know, in Italy, in a village somewhere, every car's all bashed up. There's always Fiat Pandas. That's the sort of road map we want to see, innit? We do need to be a little bit careful on these twisties, because the road surface, it's not great, to be fair. And yeah, it would be very easy to hit a pothole or a knackered bit of road and be thrown off balance a little bit. There's often as well quite a lot of large rocks and things that have fallen down in the road, so you've got to watch out for those. Well, we arrived in what we think is called Travnik, but this area is the old town, which is bound to be more interesting than the new modern stuff, which we did drive by, and it just looked like every other city, to be honest. But whenever there's an old town in places, we like to have a little drive through. You often see interesting buildings and things.
Should we let the BMW through? He's dying.
Oh yeah, of course, only right, isn't it? Go on then, mate. Right, this will do. Let's just stop here, and while we have a look at that building up there and the old town from the air, Eva is going to look for somewhere to stay. Well, there we go, another fortress today. But what I like most, especially these sort of old town places, just look at these old buildings and there's old lamps and things. The history that's here in these streets is, you know, you can see it, you can feel it. I love that. How did you get on, Eva?
Well, for what I know, in Travnik here, there is a lot of, you can still see a lot of influence after the Ottoman Empire. You know, a lot of the Muslim architecture and mosques and things like that, which is obviously very interesting. Wish we had more time in here to maybe explore some food and different local things. Anyway, there was 2 campsites that I looked at. One is on Google, but it's no longer in existence, 2. And another one I phoned up. They spoke English and they said, yeah, come over, is 10 euros per person. They've got a hot shower and everything you need. I asked about the washing machine because Rich ran out of his clean pants now. So there is, she wasn't sure, so I don't know, maybe we can convince them to let us use the washing machine. But if not, we just have to wash it by hand, and that'll be it.
Now, Eva mentioned that there's hot showers there. We have realised that that might be obvious in most countries in Europe, but we have read on several reviews on different sites that there is only cold water for showers. So now when we're ringing up and asking about the campsites, we are actually checking that there are toilets and showers. For example, where we stayed last night, okay, it was listed as auto camp, but you can pitch your tent there, but there were no toilets or facilities at all.
It's quite dark now. But we almost at the campsite. Hopefully that's the right way. Gravel track. I do not trust the Google Maps today at all. As soon as we arrived here, we rushed to put a tent up, and the restaurant's still open, so we made an order and the food is here.
That is what he told me was a burger with cheese inside. That's what I understand. But
What's the cheese?
I don't know. Maybe it's inside that slab of meat. I've no idea. Looks good though.
I thought that was something like a little bit different than chavapi. Apparently it's beef.
When you arrive this late and you get fed, I don't care what it is.
Yeah, right.
Happy day. Well, yeah, within reason, obviously. Yeah, I'm happy. Well, it got dark really quick. We were really fortunate. The guys here are fantastic. Knocked us up a decent meal and everything.
Yeah, it was pretty nice.
So yeah, we've been fed, and now we're in the tent, and I'm just doing YouTube comments and that sort of thing. Like we spend our evenings, and you know, downloading data and doing that sort of stuff. But somebody asked us just now in the YouTube comments how we light the tent at night time, so we can talk to you guys. And all it is our little flex tail lamp thing. We've actually got 2 of them. So,
yeah, we always travel with 2 because we're scared that one's gonna pack in or we're gonna lose it.
We rely on it every day. It blows up the mattresses, and without that thing, you got to use that stupid bag. You got to blow into it and roll it up and puff it up. And
we don't even have the bag with us anyway because we know we're not gonna do it.
Well, we're going to carry on with our computery jobs, and hopefully we'll be up bright and early tomorrow.
Well, yeah. We're gonna try.
We always say that. It never seems to work out. Our problem is that I reckon even if we started at 6 a.m, we would just use every available moment, because we just don't get tired of it when we're riding our bikes.
There so many beautiful roads in Bosnia that today, if we had more time, we would definitely do that gravel road over the mountain that we saw. But because it was getting dark, we didn't do that.
We're expecting a lot more of that, though. We were told down this way in the south there's so much. Yeah.
I hope so. But we would like to thank Mark and Jane for buying us a night's camping on Buy Me a Coffee. Thank you very much for your support. Guys. And we'd like to thank everybody else watching the videos, liking, commenting, all that sort of thing. Thank you very much.
We'll see you in the next one. Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.